Welcome to the best friend weekend of your life, yeah. Welcome to the best friend weekend of your life. Rog Smuve and Aldo NICE.
Monday was my first day back at work in the flesh, in the physical form, since like the 17th. So it's been about give or take about 2 weeks, you know. And can you believe it? Ain't shit changed. Boys still on that bullshit. People still brown nosing. People still being wicked, long story short. And that just brings me to my next point. Ain't that fucking funny how when you be gone from work for like a long time, everybody's just running up on you and just, say, oh man, how you been? I miss you. You know, those who know, you rock with your handful of people at work. But I think it's so fucking funny when all the people be running up on you that you don't rock with, and it's really smoke, and it's up there with, and they running up on you like we go back to the goddamn sandbox. That's funny.
Hey, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
And it's your boy Rog Smuve.
Wow, it's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
And doing that intro was obviously T Greasley, and it was his first day out. His first day back at the office, cutting. Rumble, I told Rumble, go back to work. Don't take 2 weeks off of work, cutting. That man just chose to do him, cutting. So that's all I'm gonna say, cutting. Everybody.
I thought he went back to work in a timely manner, but he was just finally getting back to work in the physical form. Or maybe I was taking it from in the mental form.
Nah, he said he had already had the following week after Best Friend Weekend, like scheduled off. Like that's what he was gonna take off. We went to Best Friend Weekend, and then he was gonna take the following week off. However, when the stuff went down, when my grandma passed, he took the previous week off as well. I mean, for like on bereavement, and then he still took the following week. I called him and was like, "Hey, my G, you might want to go to work.
I ain't mad.
Just cause you might want to go to work.
I ain't mad at him. Take out, bro. You got days, use them, man. You need that mental break.
And I get your point, but there also is a point of them people don't care.
They don't.
I know for a fact a situation where a lady who used to kind of work in and around where I work, like when her dad passed, she was just kind of taking it real hard and whatever, and kind of got a little bit weirder. Mm-hmm. And they cut her, and within a year, she was out of there because her performance was suffering. Because them people don't care, dog. At the end of the day, them people, and you could take them people as meaning whoever you want them people to be. Yeah. They just don't care, like, as a bigger point.
I mean, I don't think they don't care if you get sick or, I watch people be sick and everybody take up some money and feel like they care. We're going to do this and do that. And that person gets sicker, then you hit them about it for like a week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks, you don't even hear that. 2-3 weeks, you don't even hear their name.
I had a coworker once who had cancer. And she was out for a long time, and she came back, and she was at work or whatever. And I remember after a while, it was like she was kind of just in the office doing whatever. And I remember distinctly somebody being like, just because she got cancer don't mean she can't do her TPS reports.
Damn.
like just coming out of her neck, cutting.
But that's how people really feel. Yeah. I'm not surprised by it.
Just because she got cancer don't mean she get to keep her red swing line stapler.
Stupid, dog.
Shit, it's my birthday. Just because she got cancer don't mean she is a cancer. I am a cancer, and it's my birthday weekend. Yeah, it was a lot going on.
And you can't get none of my cake because you got cancer.
Because you got cancer. Oh well, that's ridiculous that you would say something like that.
Speaking of, you was talking about kind of zodiac and stuff like that. I don't know if I ever heard nobody tell me, yeah, man, I'm a Cancer. Like I never heard that before. You always hear, yo, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Taurus.
I love how he started with I'm a Scorpio because that's what boys. That's when they know which zodiac sign go hardest. I'm happy he started with that.
I'm a Cancer.
I'm not a Scorpio. Like I said, I'm a Taurus.
I know.
So
if I had to think of one, right? I don't know. Couldn't I think the first one that come to mind outside of Scorpio? Because I'm a Scorpio would probably be like
Virgo.
Virgo is exactly the one that would come to mind. Virgo or Sagittarius. For some reason, those two just in my head. I'm a Sag, but I'm a Virgo.
I've never heard nobody say I'm a Cancer.
Mo said he's a Cancer.
But that's the first time I ever heard him say something like that.
Well, he's a cancer to this podcast too.
Big facts. Big
And a
facts.
cancer in the locker room.
Cancer in the locker room. Don't hire Los.
Big facts.
Don't hire Los at all. He's a cancer. But and y'all just laughing at people with cancer. Y'all ain't shit. But yeah, Rumble talk about people who don't rock with you. I had a couple of people who rubbed my back in a different type of way. You know, when I came back, like, oh man, are you all right? Pat me on the back, and I had to. Yeah, man, I'm good, man.
Watch out.
Like, relax, though. But I'm good, though. Like, I appreciate you.
But watch out.
But you,
Please.
I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna put it to you like this: if nobody acknowledge me whenever I come back to work, then I'm gonna feel some type of way. So like, I'd rather, I guess, if I'm taking the lesser of two evils, I would rather people be like, "Oh damn, how was your vacation?" Oh yeah, acting like they're my best friend. I'll take that because I don't mind getting that attention.
oh, you
kind of like.
oh, you wasn't here? If
Yeah.
they ask you, oh, you wasn't here?
I ain't even noticed,
Yeah,
bro.
that would suck more.
I
didn't realize
leave
you
me
wasn't
alone.
here, bro. Like, nah, they know when I'm not there.
Straight up. Tell them
I
again,
believe
Raj.
They know when they know when I'm not there.
They know when I'm not there, man. I mean, Rumble talking about people you don't rock with. And I mean, I got like 3 people that I thought about today while I was at the job. 3 type of people who I don't rock with. And I don't know which level is worse. One is the people who drank crushed ice instead of cubed ice out the refrigerator.
I think that's dumb.
People who leave time on the microwave and not leave the time on the microwave. Don't leave 4 seconds on the microwave.
I want to know what time it is.
I want to know what time it is. All people who put the toilet paper on the roll, but you got to pull from the bottom. Because I feel like you have to pull from the top. So I don't know if y'all are in different schools of thought on any one of those 3 things. Are either one of y'all a crushed ice person?
No, I can't stand crushed ice. I think it's dumb.
No, I'm not a crushed ice person either, but only because I got sensitive front teeth. If I didn't, I would love to eat the ice.
I mean, I like the crushed ice from like
snowballs.
Like snowballs is fine.
Yeah.
Like canes. You know, canes got that
yeah.
ice, and I could do the little because it's really like cubes, but they just small cubes. I don't like irregular cubes.
You don't like Sonic crushed ice then?
Irrational.
I don't like irrational. Yes, I need
Sonic
my
got
cubes to
crushed
be
ice like that.
symmetrical.
Yeah.
Amoeba like cubes.
Yes.
I don't mind, but I just can't. If I have crushed ice, I gotta have a straw. Because whenever you try to put the crushed ice,
it all go in your mouth.
It don't come fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what she said.
The flow of the liquid don't. I know an allergy for that, but anyway, it just don't it don't rush. I'm not anything that gay that I can say right now. It don't happen. So
they definitely rush in your mouth.
The cubes, like I can find a piece between 2 cubes, and it'll.
Yeah, you can let the cubes sit gently on your upper lip,
on your mustache,
while you drink mahogany
on your sideburn.
Drinking mahogany out of that thing.
Okay, so we all team cubed ice. I love that about y'all too. Next, team microwave with the time on it instead of the time on it.
I mean, I definitely want to see the time on the microwave. It don't bother me, but I definitely, when I walk by the microwave, I would love to see the time on it.
That's like looking down at your watch cutting and it always being on like lap mode, on stopwatch mode, and it's like 27:32. Like, come on, man. Like, I want to know what time it is, cutting.
Yeah.
Well, it could be 27:32 o'clock in military time. But anyway.
Probably not, but go ahead.
You made it all the way up.
So that's dusk. So anyway,
that's actually tomorrow.
Light year.
That's in the Chinese time zone.
Got you.
So I'm gonna say this. So I don't know how y'all boys operate y'all microwave, but I've never been one to just push the button like they got 10 seconds left and I just hit the button to open it or pull the lever to open it or anything like that. Like, I don't do that. I always hit stop clear a bunch of times. So I always yes, I like to see the time, but I also don't press the button because it's kind of funny. My dad always had this weird thing about the microwave. Like, anytime I'd be standing, like, looking at my food to see if it's like steaming or whatever or crackling, he'd be like, "Get away from the microwave. I don't want my grandchildren to have 3 legs." Like, he would always say it. So we always kind of weird about the microwave in the house. So we just push the button or let it finish.
I open it. I open it before it's
definitely
done.
opening it before it's
like, because sometimes I'm like, I want this to be 45 seconds because that's what it says on the thing. So I press 1 and then I walk back when it's about 15, 12 seconds and I open that thing up
and check them out.
Yeah.
Check them out real
You
quick.
ain't no real nigga if you don't bite into it and go.
Pause.
I mean, yeah, I feel you. I can definitely do that with still opening.
I
the
saw
door
a
with the way it's supposed to be open.
hilarious meme or whatever with Michael Blackson for a Nigerian New Year. He was saying, this is how like my fufu and jollof rice look at me from the microwave. And it was like a camera in the microwave of the food like rotating. But you could see him through the window, and he just dancing, cutting up, ready to eat. So I'm like, I know he didn't come up with that on his own, but that's hilarious. How your food is looking at you from the microwave.
Definitely be excited when something in the microwave. Especially you hungry, like you had a long night, you done been out, or you be looking at it with your head on the counter, waiting on that thing to come up at 4 a.m.
I can't tell you the last time I stood in front of a microwave. I always go find something else to do.
I stood in front of the microwave yesterday.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give y'all another thing. I don't know if y'all boys know this about me, but I really don't even use the microwave that much. So if I warm food, like if I warm up leftovers, I'll use the oven. I got a toaster oven, but I usually put stuff on the stove. Like I reheat it on the stove. So to say that I watch it,
if you got a burger,
put it on there.
You put a burger on the...
half a burger because you was drunk.
And I've never not eaten a burger, cuz. If you're a real nigga, you eat your whole burger, cuz. So I've never not eaten a burger.
If you're a real nigga, you'd have been hammered enough to where you bit that thing twice and fell asleep. And woke up and that burger's still sitting there.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. Honestly, if a burger not in the refrigerator and like it came from 4 a.m. and it's 8 a.m, 10 a.m, I'm gonna just
reach over and grab that thing.
Got you. No,
but I might put it in the. I'm gonna
put it in the refrigerator.
So I might put it in the microwave. Like I'll be honest, that's something that I might put in the microwave. I'm not gonna put the burger on the stove in the pot
with a little water.
Flipping his burger. He put it on a Foreman grill.
Unless it's a Krabby Patty.
Yeah, stop it. How about the last one? Toilet paper. Do we roll from the top or from the bottom?
Definitely roll from the top, man.
I always think, man, I wonder what the right way is. Because if
rolling
you roll
from the bottom is weird.
I feel what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's kind of like dangling down. But all I got to do is flip it up and then I grabbed it from the top before it hit the bottom, so I'm good. Like flip it the wrong way. Don't roll it down. Just roll it back. And then it's going to come into your hand. And you're straight. So I don't really care. It don't matter. I never notice which way I do it.
No. Stop this. No, it's madness.
I never noticed.
People who roll from the bottom, it's madness. It's madness because you're trying to reach your little hand to the bottom of it to pull it out. And if you like on your second wipe, you might have a little residue on your hands. And then you're going to touch the whole roll, man. Like the top, you catching the top, and if whatever you touch is going on your ass.
So you good.
You good. The bottom, you run the risk of touching stuff that ain't gonna be in your own ass.
And then plus, when you roll from the bottom, when you take a shit and flush the toilet, all the shit spray, the shit dust, get on top of the thing. So somebody blow their nose, they blow their nose with shit dust.
That's what they say. They do say shit dust.
So you're saying courtesy. So for courtesy, I don't usually have much common courtesy. Like I'm not gonna wipe down the public toilet. So like there's no courtesy when it comes to.
Well, you bare ass the public toilet.
I do bare ass it, but I also Lysol it first.
You nasty, dog. You a raw butter.
Raw butter.
I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I once was like y'all boys in the sense that I didn't. I was like, I'm not taking.
You liberated now, though.
Like I'm not doing that. I'm not putting no toilet. I don't like. It's too slippy. Like I'm gonna slip if I put that little piece of paper in between me and the toilet. I'm not doing that. I'm just wait till I get home. And then one day I was like, you know what? I gotta go so bad. I'm gonna figure out a way that's gonna make me feel comfortable. So it's gotta be something moist, then something dry, and then my ass. That's just the way it goes.
I shit in public, and I definitely it's a 2-story toilet tissue house on the toilet. I wipe it down, then I toilet tissue 2-story in public, and I hold my dick all the way up.
Oh, you don't let your dick touch the front part or the water?
They usually got a little cut though, a little cut. So
well, it depends on what you.
Still got
in my bathroom, in my bathroom in my house, every bathroom that I've ever had, I've never had that cut in the front.
That cut
so
there.
I always kind of just lay on the front. You know what I'm saying? Lay on the top. Sometimes, ever since I started getting older, they usually always have a little drip on the front of the toilet, whatever that thing is, the toilet bowl thing. I let him dangle sometimes now.
Sometimes just put it on your knee. Huh? Just push it over here, put it on my knee.
Throw that thing
I
across
put it
your shoulder.
over my oblique.
Oh yeah, I guess we're musing about what the layman having individuals actually do because we have no clue. The boy's probably got a whole different set of rules.
But throw that thing, had it been on his arm.
Oh
right?
yeah, let me just tuck that thing in right quick.
Like a little purse. Hold that thing.
Hold it like you're on the phone.
Between your neck and your shoulder.
Between your neck and
Put it between your neck and your shoulder while you're taking it. That's the problems that.
And use that bitch and pee in the sink with that hoe.
They pee in the tub, in the sink, because they can't.
Turn the water on and pee in the tub.
I hate y'all. I hate everything about y'all. Man, hey, listen, last week was epic. And we didn't really get on it. I don't even think we at one time mentioned on the last podcast that the Carter 5 was out. Or fitting to be out.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
We talked about it 3 podcasts ago. We didn't talk about it last week. I listened and I was like, we didn't even mention it.
We was tripping. We was
Carter
excited.
5.
The C5
is free.
Hey.
What are y'all thoughts on the Carter 5? I'm just going there right off the jump.
It's fire.
All day long.
It should have been the Carter Fire. It should have took out
the V?
The V and the E and put an R in the E.
I think they could have took the V and just kind of remaneuvered it.
Just the V.
Push the V.
Yeah, just
curve
cut off the like one of the sides and then but left a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And then flipped it.
Yeah.
And it's a V.
Mm-hmm.
That's an R.
The Carter Fire, okay.
I'm definitely with that sentiment. It's fire though.
The Carter 5 is dope.
Yeah.
I was in a text group and I'm gonna talk because I always talk about this text group. This is one of I guess I'm in a lot of text group, but this one always has like a lot of good conversations. It's the homecoming people, my college partners text group with Just Devon and them. Just Devon first comment when it was on it. Somebody asked, "How's the Carter 5?" And I said, "Listen, when I was on the way to work, I was like, damn. This ain't really hitting me hard. I was like, but when I was on my way back from work, I kept hitting restart. Because I wanted to hear every song on that second half of that album again.
Yeah.
And then once I listened a little bit more, the front half of the album became just as dope to me. Yeah. I would say this, that his response was, man, would you listen to this album in 6 months, or are you just doing that because you hype about Lil Wayne? I was like, I love Scorpion. That Drake album was the shit. Yeah. I don't listen to it 6 months later. I don't listen to anything 6 months later. Unless you hear like 1 or 2 songs like, oh, I remember that one. That was my jam. Like one song you may listen to a lot in 6 months.
Especially the way we consume music nowadays. So much music come out, it's so accessible. It's right in your hand. So, and it's something out every single Friday, bro, that you probably want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about it, so you have to go give it a listen. I've been on that Wayne heavy.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've listened to this week.
I heard. I actually, I feel like on YouTube, boys and figure out how to like reel you in with the icon that's on there, and then the caption. So I saw one caption that was like something Lil Wayne. It was like, I gotta see this. I have to see this. So I clicked on it, and I didn't watch it all because it was stupid. But part of it was like kind of true, and it talked about how Lil Wayne was like one of the first artists after 50 Cent that realized that people wanted music all the time because we only listen to it for a little while. Like we like it, we take it in, and then we on to the next one like the next week.
Yeah,
that's how I am. So in 2007, Lil Wayne put out like 100 songs, like all kinds of shit because he just knew the way that music was going. I'm not gonna listen to this album after next week because something else is going. Travis Scott or man,
I might catch up with that Kevin Gates that I didn't watch, didn't listen to yet.
I don't think they're coming out this
that
Friday
everybody been talking about is better than that Carter 5 for some reason.
Because because people want to put up something against the Carter 5. It's like a lot of people said that. A lot of people emulated Wayne's style and then they did it better than him. Kind of like the Future phenomenon. Huh? Everybody started trying to be Future. Then next thing you know, you was like, oh, they doing Future better than Future do Future.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, just as good. Yeah.
So there's a phenomenon there that potentially is driving a lot of that. And I think it's just that we're not accustomed to it. The analogy I was using with some people was, it's like hearing a ex voice that you ain't heard in a long time. You're going to be like, oh, I remember her. Like, you'll listen. It's like, oh, okay, I remember. Let's talk for a minute. Let's see what you're talking about. I haven't heard Wayne's voice in so long that it was like I needed Lil Wayne I needed a bunch of Lil Wayne at one time, and it was gratifying for me.
And he was rapping. He wasn't talking about eating pussy and sipping lean the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He was actually spitting this time. And I think it's a mature album for Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of shined a little bit, let people know, you know, where he at and how he drove the culture forward in a whole lot of ways. More than he really said, because he really could have stunned it on it, that Decided. I think that's the name of the song. Yeah. But he could have really stunned it on that song. How he, you know, if it wasn't for Wayne, it wouldn't be. He could have really stunned it, man. But I thoroughly enjoyed the album. Still enjoying it to this day. It's not a one listen album either.
It's called Dedicate.
Dedicate, that right there. Tired.
It's definitely not a one listen.
Not a one listen.
When are you not tired, my nigga? When we record at 9, you're like, I'm tired. When we record at 10, I'm tired. We recording at 4.
But you got work.
You can't always be tired. IDGT. All right, my nigga. IDGT.
I do though.
LB3 over C5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's just what I've been seeing. I don't know. I know what it means, but I just don't. I mean, have you gave Luca Brasi 3 a listen?
I haven't. I listened to the first song because the morning that Lil Wayne dropped at midnight, Tidal didn't have it up immediately at midnight, but Luca Brasi was up, so I listened to like the first 3 songs and then I went to sleep. And then I woke up and that Wayne was on, so I haven't listened to anything else since.
All easy.
I'm gonna just tell you that what I do is I go to Apple Music and, like, let's say if I'm something I might be interested in, I'm gonna say, well, let me listen to the ones like the popular songs, because they'll have a little star next to the popular songs. Mm-hmm. I checked it out. I didn't like it. It definitely wasn't better than that Lil Wayne.
Well, okay, so what I wanted to do is give you guys out there a guide to Lil Wayne, the Carter 5 reimagined, just for those folks out there who have this one critique that I think I agree with.
It's too many songs.
It's too many songs. Yeah. I think it's too many songs. I think that it's a very good album. I think that if you minus, and I did my math, 4 to 7 songs, and take it down from 23 to like 16 to 19 songs, you got a banger that would probably be above reproach, where a lot of people would just be like, it's banging.
But I feel like so many songs, when he been down, he ain't put out nothing in...
Fair enough. And I get he felt like he owed us.
Yeah. I'm not mad about that.
So let's run through them and tell me which ones need to stay, which ones need to go. I got the songs listed right here. I'll tell you which ones. But before I even do that, what's your favorite song?
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa? That's where you at with it? You?
Nah, I got Let It All Work Out.
Let It All Work Out was only one. Don't give me 3 favorite songs. Okay. Can't Be Broken was my favorite one. But yeah, all of those 3, yeah, obviously those 3 songs have to stay, right? Yeah. But let's start from the beginning. His Mama Talking, I Love You, Dwayne. Chop. Correct? Chop. Going.
Holla.
Don't Cry.
He could have at least put a little creativity.
Yeah, it really just wasn't good.
Dwayne, baby.
It really wasn't good. Really wasn't good.
I love you. It wasn't Jay-Z Mama talking.
Nah. Well, she's on the album cover.
Or Drake Grandma. Like Drake Grandma, that was dope too.
Or like just the little chick who was in Speaker Box Love Below, who was laying in the bed with Andre 3000 and was like, he gonna think I'm a hoe. Cause I get... Okay, anyway. It wasn't as good as Anybody. In other words, in Anybody. How about Don't Cry featuring Triple Extension?
Gotta keep that one. I like that song.
Chop It. It gotta go for me. You keeping it? I think it gotta go. That's 2 out of 3. Gotta go, so that one gotta go. We doing the definitive guide to help the people out there. Next, Dedicate with 2 Chainz. That stays for me.
Yes.
That stays.
Okay. Uproar, Swiss Beats.
I ain't like it.
I give it a chop.
But you know it's going crazy in New York though.
I don't think I don't think it needs it.
Yeah, obviously. A lot of people, in much the same way another song we'll get to later, it's a nostalgia piece because it's a Swiss Beats and it sounds real Swiss Beats-esque.
Definitely.
The album didn't need it, is exactly right. I like that. Let It Fly featuring Travis Scott.
Oh, that one staying.
For me, that stays. So what's funny is we have 5 songs we've went through. The first 5 songs of the album, and y'all didn't chop 3 of them. But let's go on. Can't Be Broken. That's my favorite song. So it to me has to stay.
That one would stay for me too.
Dark Side of the Moon, Nicki Minaj.
I'm on the fence.
I like the song. I like the song.
It's straight.
I don't think it has to go anywhere. I think Nicki's singing. He's putting her in a role that she's singing in a way that sounds good. She sounds good singing.
Okay, well, cool. And I'm going to keep it.
I think she sounds good. Mona Lisa, obviously.
Yeah.
Weird.
like it.
Now I made
A
a
lot.
semi-controversial comment where I said that I don't know why it's controversy. I think Lil Wayne definitely out-trapped Kendrick Lamar on that song.
Yeah.
And boys was coming back at me like, no, you're wrong. Kendrick is King Kendrick. Graham Star, shout out. This podcast brought to you by Graham Star. Have a great time in
China.
Vietnam.
Oh, yeah, Vietnam.
Yeah, they like basically he was talking about how when he closed his eyes and listened to that song, he sees a whole picture that Lil Wayne is painting.
Yes.
It's a Mona Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the song, and Lil Wayne is painting a picture. You close your eyes and listen to Kendrick, and it's like, he rapping.
Or no, it's like normal crazy ass Kendrick stuff where he like changing his voice and shit, and it's like, come on, bro, like just rap, you know?
Just
Like,
rap.
I don't need all that shit.
Male Nikki.
Oh my god, I tried to kill myself. That you like pussy, you like
Oh,
pussy.
bro, anytime you say anything like super controversial like that, like suicide or you know whatever,
Is he on your
drug
ringtone?
use, like bro, like it's he won.
Right?
It's because it's controversial. He won. Nope, I think Lil Wayne 100% won.
Yeah,
like
I'm
he
rocking with
just
Wayne on that one.
really painted.
My favorite line, I kept saying this on Sunday, is just, I don't know why it's my favorite line. Oh, I got a bitch named Lynn. She thinks pussy is because you tell her that it is. I love that. It's just, it's so simple. It's not anything to overly think about. It's not a metaphor. It's just the way Lil Wayne floated.
Yeah.
To me, his flow was better. His story was better. What else you want in a track that you're telling stories?
I definitely saw the lady come to the door naked and she started French kissing him so she didn't see more.
Didn't see more.
I definitely saw that.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Mona Lisa.
And what I liked about it is that his delivery was like, I'm not punchlining you. I'm just rapping. Like I'm just saying all of this crazy stuff that I normally say. But it's like if I what I think he did was like if I go to the gym with all y'all boys, like with a big crowd, and I'm shooting threes and I make 5 threes in a row and I act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, yeah.
And
I hit a game winner from half court and I'm just like, all right, cool.
And then you be like, girl, you a soldier. Yeah, okay. So that's a great song. How about What About Me, which featuring Sosa Man?
I like that.
I like that song too. That song stands out to me as
I rock with that one.
that's my type of vibe though. I like the whole vibe of that song. Open Letter was the next one.
I like Open Letter.
I actually had a chop on Open Letter, but
I like Open Letter.
I could be confused. I could be convinced otherwise.
I like Open Letter.
And it was just because I think I got into the mode where I was like, hey, I got to chop stuff because people say there's too many songs. So I need to find songs. So it just was a matter of...
Oh, that. You just got to get rid of some songs.
I wanted to get rid of some songs. I don't think it was because I felt like I necessarily had to. But
Yeah.
Raj, what you think about Open Letter?
It's all right.
It's all right? So
I'm indifferent.
Well, an indifferent, a chop, and a stay. I guess I'm totally indifferent as well, so we'll keep that one as well. We'll keep it. Famous, with featuring Ray Janae.
I kind of like the Faye his daughter on the song, though.
It's LeBron playing on a team with Bronny.
Yeah.
Is what the
I
fuck
like
that
that.
is.
That was
He's
fire.
on a song with his daughter.
daughter.
He picked a chorus that she could sing really well.
And auto-tuned her. He fixed it up for her, so she sounded like real good.
I'm not even.
I'm with it.
I'm not even hearing y'all if y'all say y'all
I'm
should
with
get rid
it.
of that song.
I'm with it.
But Raj, what do you think?
Chica, I turn my head and what's the paparazzi?
I don't necessarily need you to have your daughter. I don't need Bronny on the team with LeBron. The song can do it.
You don't want to see
Bronny
Bronny play with Bron? Or Dwayne Wade?
No, I think,
Well, he's
okay,
not
all
gonna
right.
do it.
I would really like to see that. But I don't need Reginae on the song.
So you don't need Tootie Badass on the song with Boosie?
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
You don't know Tootie?
Anyway, we keeping it because that's 2 out of 3. Now shut up. Okay. Next is called Problems. I was very indifferent towards the song and it didn't stand out for me.
Yeah, you can chop that one. You can chop that one.
I don't even think I heard that.
It could go.
Chop it.
Problems is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I heard most of the album, but some of them I don't even really remember.
Yeah,
so
I got you.
Chop it.
So I
If
put
remember it, chop
little
it.
notes next to it that would make me remember it, and then if not, then whatever. The next one is Dope Niggas featuring Snoop. I like it because it had that explosive sample.
Yeah, but I wasn't a big fan of the song.
I just liked it. It had a little
I would
nostalgia.
never.
I wasn't a big
Anything
fan.
that got Snoop on it, he's so timeless. And if the name of it is Dope Niggas, it's not getting cut. I need that name.
You
on
need
my
that
album.
energy.
If we gonna cut some shit, I can. But okay, it was 2 against 1.
All right, we keeping it. Hitters. I think that one was one of like those vintage Lil Wayne rapping a lot.
All rapping.
Bars.
I'm with that.
So I think it's kind of like a Millie in that way, and I feel like
How many we cut so far?
4.
Okay, so we good.
We like
Well, they keep
no, but you know what's honestly, we good. Like as I look at the rest of this album, let's just keep everything else.
That's what I said. That's why I asked you how many we cut. Like, we good then.
Because I was telling people, look, you just need to start. The only other one that I was thinking about potentially, because Took His Time is dope. Open Safe was the only other one that I was like, if you have to cut something, Open Safe could go, because I don't really remember it. And then I listened to it, and I was like, it's not as bad as I thought.
It made me miss.
But start this thing off right.
Yeah.
With when that Manny Fresh beat is so nostalgic.
Yeah.
Demon, that boy flow is so ridiculous. Yeah. I like Mess though.
My life is a mess.
My girl is a mess. Yeah. I like that one. That new dope gospel with his baby
I'm
mama.
rocking with that one.
What?
I'm rocking with that one. And she just sniffed coke in the booth too.
Top five song on the album. Perfect Strangers might be a top 5 song on the album.
He was painting a story in that Perfect Strangers too though.
Mm-hmm. Used to fits perfectly right before Let It All Work Out, which is
that's my favorite.
Arguably one of the best songs on the album. Top 3 for me. So in conclusion, in summary, make yourself a playlist on Apple Music or Tidal or Spotify. Call it The Carter Fire. And just copy over this whole album except delete I Love You, Dwayne, Don't Cry, Uproar, and Problems. And just play that album. And I'm pretty sure you'll love The Carter 5.
I gotta say this. So everybody, you want to listen to the album from, start to finish, right? That man could have really put I Love You, Dwayne on something else. Because who would get in the car like, I'm gonna start that Lil Wayne from start to finish, and it's gonna start with number 2. Probably number 3, because we cut number 2 as well. So why would you? I don't even know why that even had to be there. It could have been a part of a bigger intro.
It kind of pisses me off though, because it's like when you get to one of my favorite songs is obviously Let It All Work Out, and when it's finished, it starts the album again at number 1, and you'd be like, fuck, and then you try to go back, but since it's track 1, it don't let you go back.
You keep hitting Dwayne.
Dwayne. Come on,
you
man.
have me and Miss Samaj, even though you ain't have it.
Yeah, it was long too.
They should have cut off a while.
Whew. Hey, but the Carter 5 is great, and I just really hope Lil Wayne continues to make music.
I think he's gonna come right back out with something. I think people was looking for radio bangers like them, Make It Rains and all that stuff on this album.
Get money.
Yeah,
and you know it.
Yeah, they was looking for that on this album. He didn't have it. I think he coming back with those. Because Travis Scott said they did his song 3 years ago.
I don't know if y'all boys know exactly how Lil Wayne do in the studio, and I'm gonna say I really don't. But this podcast is brought to you by Cody Ray. Cody Ray was that man's. We talked about that already. Was that man kind of personal assistant? That man lives in the studio.
Yeah,
literally there's a studio at his house.
I know, and he's got a skate park right outside of it.
That's been a thing for Lil Wayne for years though. That's all he do.
And he just he's never not in the studio. He either skateboarding, smoking weed, or in the studio, all at the same time doing that. So he will give us music. I think we got a lot of Lil Wayne to look forward to.
Well, I'm happy about that. Look, somebody who I'm not looking forward to is Kanye West. So this Saturday on Saturday Night Live, he was supposed to drop an album Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. And that never materialized. But on Saturday Night Live, he came out there and he said the blacks weren't always Democrats. It's like the plan they did to take the fathers out the home and put them on welfare. Does anybody know about that? That's a Democratic plan. Make America Great Again hat. He was rocking a Make America Great Again hat and said 90% of the news are liberal. 90% of TV, LA, New York, writers, rappers, musicians. So it's easy to make it seem like it's so one-sided. And then he was talking all that shit and people was booing in the stands and he was kind of defending it. So it's just the latest Kanye rant. Then he came back the next day, posted a picture with his MAGA hat and said, "This represents good and America becoming whole again. We will no longer outsource to other countries. We will build factories here in America and create jobs. We will provide jobs for all who are free from prisons as we abolish the 13th Amendment. Message sent with love." Then he came back and said the 13th Amendment is slavery in disguise, meaning it never ended. We are the solution that heals. So he came out and said that he didn't mean to abolish this 13th. He meant to say amend the 13th. He said in 1865, the 13th Amendment stated that no man is destined to slavery or involuntary servitude unless convicted of a crime. This translates to, in order to make a freed man a slave, all you have to do is convict him of a crime. So on a certain level,
I agree with that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But you don't come out and say, because slavery was a choice, now abolish the 13th Amendment and make everybody slaves without having context.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was so scatterbrained.
He just be ranting.
Yeah.
He just be ranting, talking out the side of his fucking neck with that ugly ass hat on.
Do we have a problem with the hat?
That man is very scatterbrained.
Do we have a problem with the hat?
We knew that already.
I don't like the hat. Just for what it represents.
Where do we stack this hat in comparison to a Confederate flag?
Nah.
No. All bullshit aside, if you riding around in Louisiana where we from, and you see a white boy with a Confederate flag like on his truck,
yeah,
or if you see a white boy pull up to the stop sign with a "Make America Great Again" hat, or a black dude for that matter, if you see a black dude pull up with a Confederate flag, or a black dude pull up with a "Make America Great Again" hat,
they probably on the same level now. They probably the same nigga now. Wow. That was quick.
But I disagree with that.
How?
Well, because I'm going from my perception. If I see a Confederate flag, I feel like that's blatant. Like I feel like you understand and you know what side you on. I feel like if you see a "Make America Great Again" hat, I feel like you just don't understand. Like maybe you just drink the Kool-Aid. You just don't know. You don't have no black friends or something like that.
I wish
like you're not necessarily.
I wish I looked at America like you do, Raj.
I mean, from that standpoint, that I don't think I thought about that. It's not on the paper. I don't think I thought about it till I just said it. But I think it evokes some of the same feelings. Like,
yes.
Like, dog, why you got that "Make America Great Again" hat on, dog? What the fuck? What are you trying to prove? Yeah. The same way with like a Confederate flag, that I'd be like, what are you trying to prove? And I think, Raj, that they would have the same kind of a reaction, like the same kind, like they might feel like they drunk the Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. They feel like, no, this is about heritage. This isn't about racism. And they just see it a completely different way than I think Black America sees "Make America Great Again" hats on the same level as a Confederate flag. That's oof. I don't know if I'm 100% there to say it, but it's pretty damn close, right?
It's just like we used to play West Monroe, and you pull up.
Oh yeah, they sure did. They used to be waving them in the stand.
No, they had them monster trucks around there with all them big old flags, Confederate flags. Now, just like you take the flags away, and everybody got on the Make America Great Again hat on. I'm feeling the same type of tension when I walk in there to play football.
I just don't. Like I just disagree. I just feel like some people would support Trump and what he stands for or whatever, you know, and I feel like that man, I never seen Trump with a Confederate flag on or nothing like that. I don't even know if that man would wear that. I don't even know if he even cares because that man from the North.
But Raj, you got to understand though that a lot of people like conflate Confederate flag. Like they'll have Confederate flags, but then they'll also have American flags, and there'll be these alt-right militias that are all about America, America first, America this. Like the thing is, if your core beliefs are such that immigration is bad, we don't want people who aren't from this country here. Yeah. And if that's the core belief of "Make America Great Again," and it mirrors the same core beliefs of white nationalist groups and or the Klan, like I'm not trying to overstate this, but I feel like there's a lot of parallels, and you would even agree that some people who wear that "Make America Great Again" hat are doing it for the exact same reason Los just said. Oh, y'all don't want me to have this Confederate flag out? I'm gonna put this "Make America Great Again" hat on, and you're gonna understand exactly what I mean. Yeah. You don't think some people feel that way?
No, I definitely think that there are some people. There's some parallels there, but I don't think it's a total thing. Yeah, I don't think it's an absolute.
I agree. I completely agree. I think some people put on a "Make America Great Again" hat because they believe in Trump and his policies, and they think that America is soft and whatever. They might have their own rationale. But my point is, I'm just looking at it from my perspective. You obviously said that you don't feel that it's the same as a Confederate flag. Los says that he does. I'm a little bit conflicted, but I think I'm falling a little bit more on what Los is saying, that I think of it as like a blatantly racist slap in the face, like to be like, look, this is what I'm on. when I see it, even if that person doesn't mean it that way. In much the same way that if a person doesn't mean that about a Confederate flag, I feel the same way.
To me, if you align the views align, how they perceive America, the views align with the hat and the flag. The views are almost parallel.
And I feel you, but
they don't want people.
I just don't think that that's just such an absolute. Like, I don't feel like that's just like I don't feel like that's the rule. So whenever I see Kanye West wear, since we was talking about Kanye West, I think it's more along the lines of what y'all saying. Like, not from the same perspective, but I think that man wearing it because they telling him he can't wear it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not like, oh, I'm wearing this because I'm trying to make America great again. Like, I think it's such a great slogan. I think that man wearing it because it's like, okay, well,
y'all can't tell
I really do support Trump.
Can't tell me nothing.
I really do support Trump, and in the purest and most backlash form that I can do is to wear this hat that he came out with.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But let me just say this other analogy: if you saw a person with a fleur de lis like tattoo, you would automatically be like, "Ooh, that boy with them Saints." And then that nigga might turn around and look at you and be like, "Man, I'm from Montreal. I don't give a shit about y'all Saints." Like,
it depends on what type of fleur de lis, but I would think he was from Louisiana.
So my point is, certain things just have an association that's kind of like, you see this and you have an association. It's just, what is that association to you? And to me, a Make America Great Again has associations and connotations of non-inclusion. And that's all. I'm not gonna even go any further into that. I'm just gonna say non-inclusion. I'm not gonna say like Snoop. Snoop said, "Make a good album, make your music great again, nigga. You Uncle Tom ass nigga." That's what he said. Cause Snoop don't care.
What you gonna do to Snoop?
I saw it was on Breitbart is when I actually read that.
But then Kanye came back and had the hat on with a Snoop shirt on. I think the next day or some shit.
Really?
Like that. Yeah. I saw that.
You know what? You know what's crazy? I actually was out here. So my dad was out here, and he had a little kind of reunion with some of the people that he used to work with, and they actually started to talk about that. And there was all sorts of views. There was a lady there that was like far left liberal. There was a man there that was like complete, like I'm not afraid to say it, I fucks with Trump heavy type guy. But he was, it was all nice, like nothing. Everybody just had different views. And so I asked my dad, I said, "Dad, you think?" And my dad's super into politics. Like, my dad watches only CNN, only Fox News.
As most people over 60 do.
Cool. Well, I said, "You think Trump's going to win again? Like, you think that man's going to repeat?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do." And I was like, "Why?" Because I feel like he's very unpopular. Just from how people feel about him and just hearing people, like hearing the people that I hear talk. "Do you think he's going to win again?" And yes, why? And he said, because he might not be popular, but the government, the state of the U.S. we're doing well right now. Business is doing well. Wall Street's doing well, and the people that's gonna go out there and vote, they're gonna vote him in again. So that's that.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean, I just believe you can't.
I
don't really know much about. I don't really watch those TV shows, but I do. I mean, what do you think?
I feel like you can't continue to say what he says out of his mouth and do the things that he's doing and put out fake news and all this extra stuff and just, I don't believe he's going to get voted back in, honestly. I mean, just to keep it short and simple.
I believe it's a 50% chance he's going to get voted in.
I
believe it all really, no, it's not always a 50% chance. I felt like it was like an 80% chance Barack Obama was going to get reelected.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I think it's all about the other candidate. Whoever the Democrats decide to put up against him. I will say that
he did say that he was like, the Democrats are going to need a strong candidate.
Yeah.
To beat Trump.
A Cory Booker potentially could be a person because people like to rally behind black people. But like it's tough because everybody want to be black, so they might vote for Cory Booker because he light skinned. But I can't really think of nobody just off the top of my head that's like, oh, that's the Democratic leader who could be that guy right now. But, we got time. It's a couple years. But I'm like you said, I'm 50-50. But speaking of fake news, I want to spin the two more big stories that I want to talk about before we get out of here. And one of them is about Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if you guys have heard, but he's accused, Cristiano Ronaldo, the best soccer player on the planet for like the last, he didn't win no award this year, but like maybe 4 out of the last 7 years or something like that.
It's always been between him and Messi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's accused of raping Catherine Mayorga in a Vegas hotel room in 2009. They got pics online. You know what I'm saying? He was on that thing. He was with So he met her and her friend at a Rain nightclub outside of the Palms Hotel on June 13, 2009. Invited them up to the penthouse suite. Asked them to get in the jacuzzi and gave her shorts and a t-shirt to wear. I wonder if that t-shirt was a number 7 Portugal or who did Real Madrid jersey? I don't know. As she changed in the bathroom, he came in and asked for some dough. She refused. So he pulled her in the bedroom and raped her while she screamed, "No, no, no." The same day she reported the incident to the police and went to the hospital for a rape kit. She didn't identify who did it, but she talked about it. The cops and the nurse both told her to chill when they told her who it was because it would look like extortion. He hired a team of fixers and personal reputational specialists, and they monitored her friends, the family, law enforcement to develop a strategy about how to counteract that.
It's crazy.
After the attack, they say that he said he was sorry and he's usually a gentleman, and she said no and stopped several times. Then she signed a non-disclosure agreement and settled for $375,000. This week he said it's fake news. They want to promote by my name. It's normal. They want me to be famous, to say my name. Yeah, but it's part of the job. I'm a happy man and all good. Right now they got a lawsuit out that charges him with battery for sodomizing her, additional claims of infliction of emotional distress, coercion and fraud, and abuse of a vulnerable person. Finally, he said, I firmly deny the accusations being issued against me. Rape is an abominable crime that goes against everything that I am and believe in. Keen as I may be to clear my name, I refuse to feed the media spectacle created by people seeking to promote themselves at my expense. My clear conscience will thereby allow me to await with tranquility the results of any and all investigations.
Somebody wrote that for that boy.
It's a lot to unpack here.
So he was on her. She went upstairs to get in the jacuzzi, put a shirt on. He went in there. I said, hey, hit that head real quick. She say no.
He pushed her in the bedroom.
So he just grabbed her and throw her in and rape her. Sodomize her.
Mm-hmm. Not only did he rape her, raped her in the ass. Like that's
Sodomize her.
That's
terrible,
prison
bro.
shit, right?
And then paid her off though.
Like honestly, look, let me tell you, when I read this, I'm tired of this shit coming out. Like, I mean, I do believe that you're guilty. You're innocent
Roger.
until proven guilty. I do believe that you're innocent until proven guilty. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so I'm not gonna necessarily just go off on a limb, but big fella need to like. I mean, where's all the documents? Like, what? I feel like if I do something wrong, and then there's like. I went to talk to the police.
So that's no. So
they have the team of
they
fixers.
said that the Las Vegas PD is picking back up the case and they have all of the information still. They said they got all of the stuff.
What I'm saying is why was this shit dropped?
I know
because he paid her.
Because it wasn't the Me Too era, and it was that man. Yeah. Okay. So listen. Let me ask you this question. It's a very, very real question. Me Too isn't necessarily always rape. It's always about like power, right? No, Time's Up, I guess, is more about power, but Me Too might be about the rape charges. Mm-hmm. Do y'all think they really give a shit about Me Too outside of the United States? Or you think
I don't think so.
I think it's just a U.S. movement.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just thinking that. I was thinking to myself, man, you know, if I was an international superstar, I'm not even coming to America. Like, I'm gonna just, them women in France and all, in Europe and shit, they probably Me Too us. You know? So I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna just stay out there. And do me. Like, why come out here? Don't even come out here. And I'm not saying that's that woman's fault, because it's not her fault that happened to her. But, bro, you know, like, I mean,
okay.
I feel like
So I think we've gotten to the point where whenever we bring out one of these stories on the podcast or just talk about it in mixed company, we have to put it in a state of, even with Brett Kavanaugh, like, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. Neither one of us know. Nobody knows if it happened. Yeah. We can just judge it off of the story they tell. Mm-hmm. Like, when it was like Aziz, and it was like, when Aziz was trying to kill that little thing, you remember he pulled that meat out and was trying to smash it. She said no. And he tried to smash it. She said no. And then he let her go home. And then she came back later like, no, he was being too aggressive and whatever. Well, that man was just trying to smash. Yeah. So even if that story is true, that story is not bad. Like, this story is bad.
It is.
This story is very bad.
No,
and he paid her too.
And there were two people I was going to make parallels to this. One was Darren Sharper, because very attractive man doing some very wild shit that you would be like, no, he wouldn't need to do that. But maybe Darren Sharper did it. So shit, it's possible. The other person I would compare him to, the parallels, is Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. You taking that ass. You taking that hole. But his chick,
taking
the Browns to the Super Bowl.
She was nasty though. The little chick he was with, because she had 5 seasons.
So I told this to one of my coworkers, and he shall be not named, but he said, "Is that rape or is that regret?" And that's that same Kobe phenomenon. Like, are you just regretting that you did it, or like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to. I can't break it down to that simple of a thing because we don't know what happened.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's regret because she went to the doctor, hospital, and all that, and so that's not regret.
Well, maybe
She felt some kind of way about that.
Okay, so this is super devil's advocate, and I say devil in that way on purpose. But is it possible that she was like, that's Cristiano Ronaldo? If I know who that is. Mm-hmm. I know he makes more money than Jesus. Yeah. Like, if I go home and with him and smash him and then come out and say, no, they're going to have to pay me a lot. Because there's no other... He's going to pay them. Like, if we have consensual sex and then I leave out of that room and say, no, I was saying no.
Especially in 2009, that was... Yeah.
He's going to get it. He's going to get his people to pay it off and then that's going to be over, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She got low ball for 3.
Am I tripping to think that that's possible to happen?
Look, I didn't know you can sign a cease and desist and then come back and...
Okay, that was the last point I had read. NDA means nothing in 2018.
At all.
I think Raj said this a couple weeks ago, that I thought an NDA meant you're not supposed to talk about this.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, I really thought that's what that meant. Like, if we sign this, you put your name on that paper, you know, unless Suge Knight make you sign it, like, that's it. Like, it's over with. You know? Don't make me change.
Let me ask you this. I would say that if it's true and he ends up getting in trouble and going to jail, I feel like he should definitely go to jail. I definitely feel that way.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely feel like she should have to pay back $375,000 to some kind of rape prevention, to some kind of organization that helps women to come forward or whatever. And if she don't have it, she need to go to jail like people who don't pay child support. Because if they paid you $375,000 and you signed a paper that said you wasn't gonna talk about it, don't take that $375,000. Go to she should have been adamant about this in 2009.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
send him to jail.
Nah, if she really,
went to jail, send him to
if
jail.
she really got raped, she's supposed to keep the $375,000. That's the least she can do.
In the grand scheme of things,
that's the least she can do. You raped her.
You're probably right.
The least you can do is give
$375,000 for
$375,000.
117 million. I think he just signed for 170, something like that. When you
2 days.
Somebody with that much money, you know, like $375,000 ain't enough. Like, that's not enough, especially for what you say you're going to.
So my question is, is that it? Is that her coming back and saying, you know what, I'm cool with it, and I was cool with it, and I got my money, and he did the shit he shouldn't have did it, but now I notice he got way more money. I should have got more money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe, but what I'm saying, like, I wouldn't have signed. Like, let's say if I go to the table, let's say if the same thing happened to me, and they're like, all right, look, let's not go to court. Come in this room. We're going to talk about it. All right, we agreed on $375,000. That's all I know. I don't know. All I know is what I read. I don't know. We agreed on $375,000, and she probably was like, yes, boo, I could probably, you know, like, I could get me, you know. So anyway,
It's fucked up.
What happened to that?
I mean, I feel like it's almost well, it's not on the same level, but like say you get rear-ended by a car, like you have a little car wreck, right?
No, he did get rear-ended. She got rear-ended by Cristiano Ronaldo.
But say you get
Okay. No, the views expressed. The views expressed.
Aldo NICE.
No,
does not reflect the views of Best Friend Weekend.
Go ahead.
But let's say she had you have a fender bender or something, and you got the cover. Oh no, everything cool, whatever. And then you realize, like, oh shit, that was James Harden. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, you good? Nah, I'm good. It's James Harden. You ain't get no information, nothing. You get to the house. I just got hit.com. Mm-hmm. James Harden hit and ran me. My neck hurt. Call the ambulance. Almost like that. You can wait till later and then come back.
Well, if James Harden give you $375,000 and then you come back 9 years later and say, you know what, I'm still hurting.
My back fucked up.
And I know, and James Harden was drunk that night, and y'all need to take him out the league, and like,
it's crazy.
Because I don't know. It's a lot of variables to this. And listen, far be it from me. These is jokes. Far be it from me to trivialize accusations at this serious. Because it's serious. And if he did that shit...
Oh, he got to go to jail.
He got to go to jail.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, yeah, he definitely got to go to jail.
Like, you can't do that to nobody. You can't push somebody in the room and rape them.
And sodomize.
Here's what I want. I really want them to take it serious. Like, I really want them to take this serious. Like, it's enough. Like, you got to take it serious. So what, she got a $375,000, like, whatever, she still hurt.
Yeah.
And take it serious. Like, but like you said, like, something's got to come from that $375,000.
That money gone, boy.
She didn't hold on her end of that agreement.
Man, if she really got to let her keep that money, bro.
But that's like making a dope deal, and I got the money, you got the dope, but she gonna get the money and the dope. You know, like that's.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess in certain parts, some people would argue that
if he raped you, he should.
If you raped him, then nigga, you should. He should have gave you money, and she should have taken to civil court and and criminal court instead of settling and signing an NDA. She should have did it that way.
But you know what's wild? That the nurses at the hospital is like, hey, relax.
Relax.
You know what that is? Don't do that. That's crazy that other women would tell you that.
Well, we don't know if that nurse is a woman. We're gonna just assume it was a woman. We know it's a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a woman, man.
It could have been a soccer intramural soccer playing man nurse.
Let's talk about this before. I definitely want to talk about this. You know, Toronto-based Kinky's Toys.
Oh man.
Owned by Uriel Gabrielle, have planned to open a Houston branch of Kinky Dolls in Richmond, off of Richmond and Chimney Rock. Kinky Dolls is the first adult love toys rent before you buy service in North America. We offer unique service to those who look for a companion. Our love dolls goal is to provide intense pleasure. We provide deep and satisfying experience both in the way we feel and move. We will allow you to fulfill all of your fantasies without any limitations. We feel just like the real thing. We always are fresh for you. We get sanitized with antibacterial products after every session. They could sell them. The news in Houston said that the Houston is fighting back. Councilman Greg Davis said people are appalled and insulted by this business. Mm-hmm. They're okay with people selling sex dolls in Houston. Like, we talk about these new layoff sex dolls, but they can't let them use them on the premises. You can't just be smashing them, right? Yeah, because company owners said that they would cut down, like the people who, kinky doll people said, it would cut down on prostitution, and they would give money to help with sex trafficking. Because people in the city think that these things might coincide. My question is, why do y'all think there's such kickback? What harm, quote unquote, could this do?
It sounds like the mayor is trying to limit the amount of public nuts busted. That's all I can.
I think he mad because he know he can't go in there. He like, fuck that.
He could buy one.
If I can't hit, can't nobody hit.
They gotta give. Like, I would be like the councilman. I'd be like, you gotta give me one. You gotta give me two for free, and I'll vote for it.
You know,
everybody
would be
one
fine if they did. If they made this business, like if they was like, all right, cool, councilman or mayor, we're gonna make this sperm donory or whatever you call it, donation.
Nobody want that dirty.
And so whenever you bust that, you go ahead and hit, shoot it off. It go into a little cap and screw. And then, you cool. You donated sperm.
Nah, man. That's
Would you go?
Like, well, I could go to
Would you go?
Nah, I'm good.
If I was thinking about donating sperm, I would rather go hit a sex doll than it's a new experience. Why?
Would you go to the sex doll spot? I'm gonna tell you the specifics. Absolutely. They said it's up to $120 an hour. It could be like less than that though.
No,
y'all wouldn't go.
I'm good.
No,
I
go only if I could go the first weekend. The first weekend the grand opening. Everybody's hitting them things wrong. Everybody hitting them wrong.
Yeah, that's what they were saying too in the article.
I just
worry about disease
what I would
spread.
hate is for somebody to catch me on video like that. Oh look, surveillance.
And then you're looking
knocking down their own life for this thing just sitting there taking it.
Darren Sharper.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate y'all.
Sodomizing that thing.
But no, I wouldn't.
Would you accept the job as the sex doll cleaner?
Nah, I don't get a message.
What if they paid y'all enough?
No, okay. Keep going. Because if you tell me, at certain X dollars an hour, yeah, sure.
50 an hour.
No pun intended. I would definitely take it.
50 an hour.
50?
Yeah.
And how many hours I work a week?
You make your own schedule.
And is there any chance of that skeet getting on me?
No, you're gonna wear gloves and protection and stuff.
No, listen.
Then
so you go 3 hours on a weekend, just like, let me go get me 150 right quick, clean some come out of the thing.
Absolutely.
Be sticking your finger in there like you're trying to fish a condom out.
And then that thing go ploop, and it right
in your face. It's the regular job hazards. You could get the cum on you if you're not careful. But you could wear layers.
Well, no, yeah, I'm gonna wear the hazmat suit. So I wear a full hazmat and gloves and everything and all of that. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Nah, I'm good.
My next question is, do they put them things in the microwave, you think?
To make them warm?
Yeah, because you wouldn't want no big cold silicone body, would you?
They put heating pads
You
in.
get
They
the
got
warming lotion.
Just warming lotion.
Get like the warming like lube.
No, but then that might get on your dick when you're rawing that thing. Inevitably rawing that thing.
Yeah, now you got a fiery pee hole.
Because there's not a human being who's putting the hat on in this situation. I don't know that person.
That's wild. Boy, busting up a robot with a hat on. Rub it up and that thing can't feel shit.
Oh my God. They said we're here to allow you to fulfill your fantasies with no limitations. The way we feel and move. How they move?
It's a robot.
They got the
They do a little shoulder work?
I heard they do the kiki.
I think they could twerk. If you press the little twerk button, what are you doing, Roger? Stop.
Things move, cuz.
Hey, what if you can order like the different dance moves for the chick? Like she got the New Orleans bounce, she got a little twerk, little Indian dance.
Ooh.
Got them hips.
Little hip dance. Stop it, you're stupid.
Cause if I could let me put it to you like this. I'm gonna be 100% real. If I had enough residual income, like just enough income,
you didn't say that before.
Supplementary income or something, just some income. I'm saying it again, and I can afford to house that thing and also afford to hide it. I would have been one. 100%.
You way freaking out.
But I would not go to the brothel. I wouldn't go to the.
I wouldn't want to keep that thing standing up.
Club.
Like I wouldn't want that thing standing up in my closet behind the shirts.
Nah.
Like for somebody to find it back there. Couldn't. No, okay.
Nah.
I need an entire safe just for that thing.
And it got to be like really well kept safe.
Like in the wall or something, huh?
What's in the wall?
Climate control.
You don't want your mama come over here and
Gotta be climate.
Hey, well, I was looking for a shirt. Oh shit!
Or it could be in the attic, but it got to be in like this thing that like when it look like one of them things NFL players
like a Christmas tree box.
Yeah.
Put that thing in a Christmas tree box.
No, she's not gonna be in a Christmas tree box upstairs. No. The regular cardboard daddy.
With lights on top of it.
It can't be up. I don't want to go up to get that thing. Like, it's already. I'm already feel kind of bad going get her.
And she's probably heavy.
I don't want to go up stories or down stories. Like, it got to be on my living level.
Raj,
I couldn't put it in there.
Raj, you gotta. I saw there's a new show coming on ABC, and it's starring it's called The Rookie, and this needs to be your favorite new show. It's starring the same guy who starred on the TV show on ABC called Castle. I don't know if you remember Castle. He was Richard Castle on that show. He was also in Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, in the often underrated Dracula 2000, and he's done voice work in Monsters U, Cars 3, and Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think this needs to be our favorite actor now. His name is Nothin Fillion, and I saw him on TV the other day, and I wish he makes $1 billion on every single TV show or appearance he makes. I hope he makes $1 billion different movies. But from now on, Nothin Fillion should be a friend of the podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Nothin Fillion.
We should tag Nothin Fillion in on all of our Instagram posts, Facebook.
Fillions. Like we should introduce Nothin Fillions to the real Layman, cuz. Like these are real people.
Mind blown. There would be a small like catastrophe that would happen if that happened.
Yeah,
like a wormhole would open.
It would be the real Layman. Yeah, I could do that any night. I could do that any day. Now cue that music up for Nothing Nice to Say.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
So, Drew Brees is set to break the passing yardage record this Monday. And as a Saints fan, I couldn't be any more excited. This week, though, I read an interesting Yahoo article comparing him to Peyton Manning. Now, I've been saying for about 5 years that Drew Brees is better than Troy Aikman. For about 3 years that he's better than Dan Marino. And since this last year, it's pretty safe to say he's better than Brett Favre. I honestly think he's top 5 all time. But Peyton, whoa, that's a tough one. I think if he could somehow get 2 more Super Bowl visits and 1 more Super Bowl win, we could revisit this. He's less than 50 touchdowns away from the all-time record. And if he could keep passing these all-time records and have 2 Super Bowls, I think then we can have that debate. And while we debating over this, about who's the best ever, the GOAT, for my money, there's only one player who could be considered undoubtedly the greatest NFL player of all time. In the NFL climate where good players get cut and can't find jobs for kneeling during the anthem, domestic abuse, DUIs, bar fights, and just general criminal mischief, one player has withstood all of this. The 6th pick in the 2005 NFL draft is still standing, still starting on an NFL team, still being Atlanta as fuck, still stepping the club shaking his dreads, and still gobbling up NFL wide receivers left and right. Pause. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I got to get my yearly soapbox and give it up to Adam Pac-Man Jones. Let's run it down right quick. July 20, 2005, assault and felony vandalism for a strip club altercation in Nashville. February 06, felony and misdemeanor obstruction of justice. August 2006, disorderly conduct, public intoxication and spitting on a chick. October 2006, misdemeanor assault for spitting in the face of another chick. February 2007, that was the All-Star Game incident with the strippers taking that money back, telling people to shoot up the club, and then the people actually shooting up the club. That led to 1 count of felony coercion, misdemeanor battery, misdemeanor threat to life, conspiracy to commit disorderly conduct. May 2007, speeding. January 2008, hitting a woman outside of an Atlanta strip club. October 2008, fighting with his own bodyguard. He chilled for about 10 years. But then January 2017, obstructing official business, disorderly contact, assault, and harassment with a bodily substance. And I can only assume harassment with a bodily substance means pissing on somebody or throwing some shit at a nigga. Son, I'm exhausted from reading all of that. So I know the NFL is exhausted from investigating. This nigga is Kevin Gates, Kodak Black, T.I., and Meek Mill all rolled into one. But here we are, 13 years later, and my dude is still in the league. Still getting chances to play. By that reason alone, Pac-Man is the greatest player in NFL history. If you need more convincing, just ask my man's Frank Ragan. That's the dude who started talking trash to him in July at the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. You know how that ended? Pac-Man whooped his ass while still holding on to his Popeyes while social media recorded it all. And you know what? That case went to trial. And peep this. Cops investigated and determined Ragan was the aggressor. He was charged with 2 counts of battery, 1 count of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of terroristic threats. Dude struck a deal with prosecutors where he agreed to plead no contest and 1 count of battery, and the other 3 charges were dropped. And you know what he got? A year in jail. A year of probation. And he got to do 70 hours of community service. And he got to stay away from Pac-Man. Bruh. Pac-Man never did this much time for none of the shit he was into. And this nigga got 365 days. You know why? Because he's the GOAT. And I ain't got nothing nice to say about anybody who thinks otherwise. So you shouldn't say nothing at all. I'm sending Pac-Man to your crib to spit in your old lady face.
You gotta record that one.
Hey, man. Pac-Man is out of control. Best play ever. Ever.
That honestly was your best Nothin NICE to say ever.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
The thing was very, very well written and spoken.
He performed.
You could have probably had me for a cool hour.
That was nice.
Yeah. Man, hey, shout out to Rumble, man, because Rumble was like, man, you saw that Pac-Man song? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, I got to be on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll save it to the end for you, man.
That was fire.
Oh, yeah, man. So, look, we got a lot. I think we did our job of being back in our bag this week to an extent.
For sure.
I mean, I don't see why not. I think we're gonna try our best to drop the Men Secure season finale before we drop this on Friday. So it's a lot of things we're gonna work this week. We're gonna get some stuff out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep tuning in, keep doing what you're doing. Give us 5 stars.
Comment.
Tell
follow.
a friend to follow. All that good stuff. Don't comment on that stuff I said about Cristiano Ronaldo because the views expressed.
Please don't do. Please. We might have to bleep some of that shit.